All right. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me on this great episode of your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, the legendary novelist Chinua Achebe of blessed memory said, "When the center cannot hold, things fall apart." That is sadly what we are experiencing in Nigeria today. Sample the life of a civil servant in this country who earns 150,000 naira monthly with a wife and 3 kids living in one of the major cities in Nigeria. That's an annual income of 1.8 million naira. Do you know how much of that money has to go into rent alone? Because we do not have a mortgage system that works. Think about how much it will cost that family of 5 to eat just one meal. Then all of a sudden, the school fees of their children doubled, even tripled. Unimaginable frustration. But wait a minute. We are even talking about a man who earns 150,000 naira monthly. That man is viewed by many Nigerians as a very privileged man. Yet he is frustrated. Now think about those who earn 50,000 naira monthly. What about the unemployed who make up for over 70% of the youths? No wonder there is frustration everywhere. No wonder the End Bad Governance protest is so loud and profound. Angry Nigerians are clashing with security forces in a way that we have never seen before in this country, to the point that northern teenagers overpowered police and snatched their vehicle. Things are definitely falling apart. And hours ago, a top military officer, after seeing one of the videos of the protest, began to warn Tinubu of an imminent danger. He pointed out the significance of the event in that video and the danger it portends. And this has sent fear into the Tinubu camp. Before I show you the video and the reaction of this top military official to it, let me quickly show you this video of angry protesters who overpowered police on the Abuja-Kefi highway, snatched their badges, chased them away, and blocked the highway, saying government must meet their demands. See the video.
These checkpoints. This is the real boundary between Nasarawa State and Abuja. You can see there's no more movement. There's no vehicle can pass again. It has been shut down finally. So you can see the crowd, the citizens of this country, the citizens of this area, the citizens of the Nigerian. Everybody is angry.
You saw that. The guy speaking said everybody is angry because of the situation of the country. And it is rightly so. People are angry and desperate. They took over the highway, set fire on the roads so that movement can no longer take place. And you saw one of them with a badge of a policeman. And you know that those badges are always sewn to their uniform. So before he could get his hand on that badge alone, it means he had his hand on the uniform and he tore the badge out of it. Are you picturing the situation I'm painting? So what could have happened? That he got his hand on the policeman's uniform. He must have taken the uniform off his body before tearing that badge off. All these things are not things that are sweet to the ears. For me, they are not sweet. It's not a good situation because it's anarchy and chaos. And as a Nigerian living in Nigeria, I don't want to be in this situation. What I want is a better Nigeria. We don't have to be here. We don't have to be in this situation. Let us do things right, because people cannot continue to suffer. There will be reactions. But I always end up by saying, if this is where we have to be to get to where we are going to, then so be it. If people have to react like this before this country can be rearranged, then so be it. Because so many lives are being destroyed as a result of bad governance. And it has become so obvious that these guys in power are not ready to do the right thing. Just like Afenifere Group said yesterday, they said dialogue does not work. And I see some Nigerians who still think that this thing does not concern them. There is no way you are living in this country and you are thinking it doesn't concern you. Maybe because you have your own means of earning 1 million or 2 or 3 million monthly, you think you are made. One day a kidnapper will pick you up and they will demand 50 million and empty everything in your account, all that you have worked for. One day you will be in your house and some boys will just come in and take out your family, and you will just be walking about like a madman, not even knowing why that happened to you. That is the kind of country we are in. So nobody should think that he is immune to the consequences of bad governance. And that is why Nigerians are trooping out in mass. People are already predicting that even after day 10, there is no assurance that this protest will stop. And even if it stops, it will just be temporary. That in a matter of weeks, heavy protests will spring up again across Nigeria. And I believe that is totally true. Things have definitely fallen apart in this country, and the APC are the cause of everything. Because I know that we were not having things 100% good before in this country, but as soon as these guys came 9+ years ago, this country hit another level of rot, and we are never going to recover until we get rid of them. Now, let us look at that update where that top military officer reacted to one of the protest videos that went viral. Before we take his reaction, let's carefully watch the video.
Kai, Kaduna an fito, wallahi Kaduna an fito, see people, tsora uba, siya mutanenmu na tudun wada kenan.
You saw that. Now, that video was from the day 5 of the End Bad Governance protest in Kaduna. You saw that mighty crowd, and many of them were carrying and waving the Russian flag. Many will understand this as a call to Russia for help, to come and help Nigerians with how they are being treated in their country. But another big possibility is that the military is sponsoring it. So they will say they had to step in and take over power as a result of the growing discontent of the people with democracy in Nigeria. Whatever be the case, for the first time, a top military man has come out to admit that Tinubu and his democracy are not safe, because ever since all these things have been happening, they just try to dismiss it as just a joke. But this time around, Brigadier General Jonathan Temlong has come out to say that this move by angry protesters is not ordinary. Look at how the papers reported it. Tinubu government must take End Bad Governance protest seriously, says Brigadier General Temlong, reporters. In an interview with Channels TV on Tuesday, Brigadier General Jonathan Temlong said some of the End Bad Governance in Nigeria protesters might not even know the color of the Russian flag. He, however, described waving Russian flags during the protest as a felony and is a treasonable offense. The ongoing protest, which commenced on August 1 and are scheduled to continue until August 10, have taken a curious turn, with demonstrators in Kano and Kaduna and some other northern states waving Russian flags. This unexpected display has sparked concerns and raised eyebrows, prompting questions about the true motives and affiliations of the protesters. What is the message of the flag they are carrying? Are they calling for the military to take over? This is the question the federal government should be asking. Temlong emphasized during the interview. Temlong urged the Nigerian government to take the protesters' actions seriously. The federal government shouldn't underrate what the protesters are doing and what their intentions are by just looking at the face value, he warned. Despite the gravity of the situation, Temlong noted that many protesters might be unaware of the implications of their actions. These people are innocent people, he remarked. The End Bad Governance in Nigeria movement has brought to the forefront the deep-seated frustrations with the current government. However, the incorporation of foreign symbols, such as Russian flag, has introduced a contentious element to protest, sparking worries about possible external interference or a more profound disillusionment among the people. Brigadier General Temlong's observations underscored the intricacy of the issue and the need for the government to establish a constructive dialogue with the protesters to address their grievances and find a peaceful resolution. You heard that. Those were the words of Brigadier General Temlong in an interview on channels yesterday. Now, Brigadier General Temlong is the inaugural commander of the Multinational Joint Task Force. So, he is not a novice when it comes to the issues of internal security in Nigeria. He knows exactly what he's saying. And information like the one he just put out is the major reason why there's so much fear in the APC camp right now. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by Liud says, Tinubu is avoiding a doom that is already imminent. I believe he knows there is a setup. A set of people want a military takeover. I presume the military will surely take over sooner than later. Well, we can't be sure. We can't be sure because there's so much talk. There have been so much talk about these, but I can't deny that there are so many things pointing in that direction. And for this man, a person in that position, to come out and say this, then definitely something is cooking. And this tweet here by Adekunle Christmas says, his government shall collapse. It is long gone. See how God is embarrassing him. And I don't even know what is hard about governance. For me, it is the easiest thing. You have all the power, especially in Nigeria here, where you can even influence the other arms of government. Why not just influence them for good? It is all about having the political will to serve the people. I don't see anything hard in it. But with the APC, you can never get such political will. Because like I always say, they have come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And Nigerians will never know peace until they get rid of them. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news where una go like. Why? Because now because of now I dey here, so don't go away. Don't go away.